Jason.
Hi, I'm Greg from Two Old Guys with Crossbows, and I'm going to try not to keep looking out the window. I'm going to try to look at you guys out there. But we're just doing a little update on the bear hunting. As you have seen on May 29th, I got a bear, or we got a bear. Jason was on the camera and filming, and that was me shooting. And we got that nice um, female black bear. She's quite tasty. We've had a couple of roasts and that
And smoked the brisket.
yeah, and smoked brisket. We did take a bit of a day. Like it took a day to skin her, and it took 2 days to get her all prepped. We got her. She's in the freezer. The meat's all done, and so we did take 2 days off from the. But we went back out on the first, I believe it
Yeah.
was, and we did see a bear on the first.
Yes, we did.
Unfortunately, the wind was not in our favor, and it was swirling around a bit, and,
Yeah.
and I seen him coming, and I nudged Jason, and he peeked over and he seen him, but the bear came up, and he still was in the trees, and he was sniffing the air, and he didn't want to come out to give us a shot.
He didn't want
So
to be a YouTube star.
no, and so then he went back into the bush, and he circled around, and right behind the bait barrel there's a ridge, there's a hill that goes down to the river, and he kind of circled around there. We seen him come back up, but he stayed in behind the trees again,
Yeah.
and he just would not come out. He was not comfortable. He turned and he was sitting there for a bit, but he was in the bushes. It wasn't it wasn't a shot to take. It was not an ideal shot for Jason to try to take. So we waited, and then we got a little bit of whispering going on and stuff, and he just finally kind of loped down the hill.
Yeah.
But amazingly enough, we checked the camera chips the next day, and as soon as we left, he came out and fed it that barrel.
Yeah, yeah. So as soon as we were gone, he was in there.
So he was not comfortable with coming out with us there, and
No.
so that's how the second hunt went. Then the next hunt, we went to the other site, and
Yeah.
what happened down there?
Well, the party happened. So, so we go to this what we call the south site. That's the pallet blind, and we're sitting in there, and it's a beautiful evening, and it was also the young people thought a beautiful evening, and they commenced to have a party on the other side of the river, and so they were hooting and hollering and screaming and doing all that and honking horns and all that fun stuff, and we sat there. Well, almost. Well, we sat there till we couldn't film any. Like there was no more filming light, and but they did not they did not stop partying, so we left, and you know, and then the next night.
Yeah, the next night, and to tell you these days we're talking about, it has hit from 29 Celsius to 34 Celsius. Like they're all very hot days.
Yeah.
In Fahrenheit for our American friends, which I still go by myself, is basically putting us in the low 90s
Yeah.
Fahrenheit. But we went up to the north site um, because we have action at both sites, and there's this big, beautiful cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Yes.
Showing up at the north side and showing. I don't know if it's the same bear at the south side. I think it is. Like he's traveling. The sites are basically about a kilometer apart. I would say.
Yeah, just a little
Maybe
over a
maybe a
kilometer.
little more.
Yeah.
But and up at the north side, he was up there, and there was also that beautiful black bear. The black one that wouldn't give us a shot. So we thought, okay, we'll try the north side again. So we go up to the north side because the kids, we figure if they're swimming down at the river and stuff and that. we'll go up there where it's quiet. And maybe we'll get a bear. So, anyways, we go up there and we get set up. We're sitting there and it's hot and everything. Well, they have a potato patch about 5 to 600 yards from where we're set up. We are hunting on private land. This is a farmer's land. And of course, yes, he's going to work his fields and stuff. We never know what his routine is.
No.
Well, they're setting up the irrigation for the potatoes, and we seen that there was some a fuel can and stuff sitting there and a pump sitting there. But we went in and we're sitting there for about an hour, and all of a sudden, sure enough, some vehicles show up,
Yeah.
and then there's a bunch of hollering going on. No, this goes here and that's got to go there and that and everything. And then before they left, they get the irrigation all hooked up the way they want, and then they start the pump. And unfortunately, we didn't see any bears that night. They didn't come out with that new motor and the new action going on.
Yeah.
But we did go back and check the chip the next day out of that camera on our way out to hunt the south side again. And sure enough, a bear did show and come back. That big cinnamon actually came back that morning. And but we had decided we'll go down to the south side again because it's had rest and nobody's been around there for a couple of days. And what happened? That's it.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
We sat there till dark and we did not see a bear.
No, we did not see a bear. We did see a couple of deer.
Yeah, we saw deer.
I saw a raccoon.
Yeah.
We didn't get him on film, but I did see a raccoon.
Yeah.
And but yeah, we did not see a bear. So that day was just the wind was not in our favor that day.
It wasn't the wind. Not only was the wind not in our favor, but that was the hottest day. And
I think it hit 34 that day.
Yeah, it hit 34 that day, and so it didn't cool down. Well, when we left at dark, it was still 27 or 28. Like So if you're wearing a big fur coat, you're not going to be moving around much.
So the whole meaning of this is to give you an update on what's going on with our bear hunting. Because of course the first hunt where we got the bear or where I got my bear is up, and now we've been trying to get Jason's bear this week, and Jason has to leave today. It is a rain day today. We did go out last night. It started raining. We came back and it's been raining since. And it's Sunday and he needs to go back to do some things in the city. He has some appointments and such. But he's going to get back up here as soon as he can. And we're going to continue the hunt for Jason's bear.
Yeah.
So we thought we would update you. So please stick with us. And hopefully next week we'll be posting a video of Jason getting his bear.
Well, I don't think it'll be next week.
Well, next week or the week after.
The week after.
I need to purchase my second tag.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get out there on our own. Like even for Jason to go by himself or for me to go by myself. If I shoot a bear, like we call it two old guys with crossbows for a reason. And one of the things is we hunt together because we need each other. Because when we get a deer or a bear or whatever, it takes two of us to get that bear out of there.
Yep.
We do not have a side-by-side. We have no quads. We have to
most
go in and load it in the sled and drag those suckers out.
Yep. And that's just, but, one thing I'm going to say about this week, it was a lot of laughs.
Yeah.
Like, we we don't film, we should start filming more of that stuff. Because we ate well. One of the things that when Greg and I are together, we eat well.
Yes.
We smoked a brisket off that first bear. That was fun. And we had
quite tasty. I got to work on the spicing a little bit.
Yes.
It was, just missing a little something. I think maybe we should have put some onions in it because we took the briskets and it was 2 briskets, and we rolled them together to make like a roast. And I think we should have put some onion slices in there when we rolled it up with the rub.
But like we eat well, we have fun, and I actually last night sitting in the truck while it rained, which was our last sit last night, and it was raining. you know, we're sitting in the truck and the weather said it was going to quit. Okay, unfortunately, it didn't quit until after it was almost dark. By the time the rain quit. So, but I said to Greg, I said the one nice thing about you and me is we were just sitting quietly in the truck. We just like we can sit there together and we can work when we need to work and we can laugh when we need we can laugh, we can have fun, and that's what this whole channel is all about.
Yeah, it's learning, and a lot to do with hunting is patience.
Yep.
It's like we can't get out there every day. Jason prepared the bear, was preparing the bear meat. I was working on the video for you guys. I went out and did some yard work that day. We finally got that bear done, so that was the second day. And then the third day, we actually took it off.
We didn't have any choice.
We were tired. Like I had done some yard work, and he had just prepared that bear, and it was hot. It was again, the heat had hit.
Yeah.
And we were just tired, so we took a day off. And I don't think the wind was very.
No, it wasn't
good
a
that day
conducive
either.
wind anyway.
Like our sites are set up along a river, and if we have any kind of an easterly wind,
Yeah.
it's no good. It's blowing right the wrong way.
Yeah.
It needs to be coming out of the west
Yeah.
or northwest, southwest
Yeah.
to make it an ideal hunting situation.
Yeah.
And that's one thing we've learned about hunting. You can sit there and flog, or try, but if you can see the winds wrong, even when it's deer hunting or whatever, if you don't have a sight set up for that wind,
No.
you're gonna. But it is enjoyable just to sit out in the bush
Oh, yes.
too. To sit out in the blind.
For sure.
I enjoy it. I can
I
sit
do.
there for hours.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. Well, nap for hours.
But Jason likes that. He gets out there and he naps quite a bit with it.
It's a great place to meditate with your eyes closed.
And I do too. I do some napping. I have to admit, I sit in that chair and I get comfortable, and the eyes get heavy, and you just kind of.
Yeah, nod off. And I mean.
But stay with us, and yes, we'll keep pursuing these bears. We're allowed 2 tags each this year. We're hoping to take 4 bears.
Yeah.
This bear season. They
Yeah.
may not all be spring bears. There may be a fall bear in there.
Yeah.
But we're also we want to do our muley hunting this year, and of course we're going to do our whitetail hunting.
Yes.
And I don't know. I put in for a moose tag. We won't know till the end of the month.
Yeah.
But I might get a moose tag this year.
Yeah.
And if we do, we're going to be trying for a moose too.
Yeah.
So stay with us. Please like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel immensely. We're almost at 500 subscribers. And we thank and love every one of you that are supporting us that way. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button.
Yeah.
Hit the bell so you get notifications of all our videos. And we share our experience and our time. Like I know the one fellow mentioned in the last bear hunting, he says, I really like that pallet idea for a blind. And the reason why, yeah, I've thought use pallets lots. And pallets basically are free.
Yeah.
You can get pallets anywhere. Like there's a lot of places give them away for firewood.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take 8 pallets out, and I will stand them up and screw them together, just with wood screws, and it makes a perfect box. And on the back of that one, I actually put the one on hinges, and then I put across 2x4. I did put a couple of stakes in the ground to help support it, and but it wasn't. It doesn't take a lot of work, and it's free. Basically for the cost of the screws and a little time. Mm-hmm. And we have a little door that swings open now.
Yeah.
And it's quite roomy. Yeah. 8 pallets makes a very roomy blind.
And
for a couple of guys,
that blind is actually quite roomy.
Yeah.
The north sight, not so much.
Well, yeah. The north sight basically is 67.5 inches long by 48 inches wide.
Yeah.
Because that was I had a piece of 3/4 plywood that was left over, and that's how big I made the platform. And it's a little cramped. It doesn't have the leg room that we'd like. So what I'm thinking of doing is I may take a pallet, cut one side off it, leave it, and I may extend the front out a bit so it gives us a little more leg room. And but that'll probably come by after the end of June, I would figure, when the bear season closes from June 30th till August 25th. That way I go in there and I work. It's not disturbing the bears too much.
Yeah.
And by the time I'm done, by the time we can get back in there and hunt again, they've already got used to all the changes that I made.
Yep. You
So,
bet.
if you make changes at your bear site, a lot of times it's going to take, they may disappear for about a week
Or 10 days.
or 10 days, yeah. Like, they just don't, you put a new structure in their area, it takes them a little while to get used to it.
Yes. And we're
But they will
speaking
come
from
back.
experience now, because
Yes.
we put a new structure in and didn't see a bear for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was, yeah, a couple of weeks before they started to come back in. But they're back.
Yes, they're back, and they're, you know, and you know, I mean, it was people and situations that just prevented us from getting, you know, getting a bear this week.
Yeah.
Getting that second bear this week, but we're gonna try again, and I don't know. We're having fun, so that's all we need. That's, you know, that's it. We just need to have fun.
And we love you all and all the support, so all the best to you, and we will keep you posted.
You bet.
So like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much.